What's up everybody, how you all doing? For today's video I'm going to be talking about the biggest question I have been asked over the years, and I didn't know what to answer before because I didn't know, but now YouTube have changed and it's kind of like very clear what you gotta do. And so let's start to answer this super complicated question: what should you do to start a YouTube channel? And my question is very simple. I would say my biggest mistake over the years, but I have no regrets because YouTube was different, things were different, but now it seems to be staying the same. And those people who have done in the past with this answer actually did really well, versus who people have flopped around and switched out and reburned it. So niche out. What you should do on eBay is find your hobby. What do you love? What is your job, maybe even? Because I see people pour concrete in driveways and they film about it, and if they're really good, they make it kind of funny, boom, they go viral. Not so much YouTube, that's Instagram, but the craziest YouTube channels out there, very successful, or like, you know what, in a sense of successful, they make extra money, maybe not wildly successful, but in my opinion is very successful. What they do is take care of their grass in their house. They had to buy all those tools anyways, and that's their hobby. They want to make this yard as beautiful as possible, and they put out so much good information, and the grass looks like a golf course, like a thin one whenever you do the putting next to the hole, and there is so much information about it. Those people are very knowledgeable. And how many people out there in America doing that kind of stuff? They have a grass, they want to make it look good, maybe they want to fix the dead pieces and stuff like that, and the different climates too. Whew, it goes super niched out. So that is a good one. Even people like going out there, that one is more of a viral, but they cut in the grass and filming this themselves, or like just cutting people houses. So that's a good niche. That's not going anywhere. People will still have to cut the grass and they'll still enjoy doing that. A lot of people take it to the next level. What else? Pokemon cards. I have a Pokemon channel. I'm not trying to blow up overnight. Like when we started in 2009, it was all about volatility. You want to have this boom, dry ice into the swimming pool, liquid nitrogen in the swimming pool. None of that is hobby. It's more like boom, wow, viral, you know what I mean? And then slowly I niched out from those crazy science experiments, even simple ones, but they would be like, wow, is it possible, like this wow action? And it's like a personalized based YouTube channel, not so much hobby. It's like personality slash wow action moment, and then you have a success, and you had to film it for like 3 minutes. So it's pretty easy back then, and then you get like grab on a ton of views, ton of cash, boom, next. But it was stressful because whenever you don't put out viral video again, you're like, oh man, is it gonna be like, it's like really hard on your mental. Is it my last viral video? So versus like if you cut in grass all day or like opening Pokemon cards, you're not going to go boom action viral content. You still can be personal, like put your personality in there with that hobbies, plus you put in away a lot of information, or showing the cards, talk about cards, why they're valuable, maybe playing, what they're playable, what's up, what's down on Pokemon cards, how to sell them, and everything else, how to grade them. It's such a big hobby, and people make a lot of money from it on eBay and stuff. So that would go slow. It will never go viral and boom, drops. It will slow, but I think once people discover you, you get better. It will stay over 10-20 years as long as the hobby stays popular. It is a steady like income, I would say, with the hobby. And plus, if it doesn't succeed, you're already doing what you love doing it. Let's say, what else is the hobbies? Books. People have books, people collect books. That one is a little bit costly, but maybe you can teach people how to find cheap books that cost $250. Maybe there's a signature. I go out to with Kat and she collects books, and I look through while she looking, and I find sometimes $200 books for $5 at the used bookstores, at thrift stores, and things like that. That's another hobby that people do. Another hobby people do is yard sale, and then knives. Let's go to knives. Knives, it's like will never go viral like science experiments or something that Logan Paul did, or the Mr. Beast. It's like those guys are different level. Like Mr. Beast is like a TV show production, super high-end quality. Will never be on that level. You need to start slow. Maybe you could become there. But I never want to be that busy anyways. Let's go to knives. Knives is very niched out thing. It's all folded knives, up and down. It's all the same thing, but people collect them. And there's so much information in that. It is very confusing. Why is knife $10 and the other one $5,000? And you can talk about it and educate people. And some people already know, already educated. They want to see what's new coming and then follow. That's another one. But I see since 2020 there's a lot of knife channels gain a couple of them over 1 million subscribers, and they have giant like $100,000 collections, maybe less, but I overestimate, from doing YouTube videos on the side. So that's awesome, and they have regular jobs as well. Or like same thing with Pokemon. People had regular jobs. I see some of them coming up with only 100,000 subscribers. Now they quit the job and doing this full-time live streaming, boom. And it seems to be niching out would be way less stressful too, because you're not looking for that viral content. You're not looking, okay, what should I talk about my next video, like me and you right now. Once this video done, I have to think of a new content. You constantly like enjoying the hobby, and you constantly learning about that hobby, that whatever you guys going into, and you can put out new information once you learn. Like, how many people sell on eBay? Millions of people buy into yard sales and they're selling it. It is very complicated, and YouTube is always constantly changing the stuff, changing. I mean eBay, like with Pokemon cards, there is a way to sell under $20 Pokemon cards, and shipping was only 69 cents. But every time you sell, let's say you have 250 free listing when you start out for like free store, final value when it's sold, they charge you another 30 cents minus 13%, something like that. So from a $2 card, you're only going to profit $1. And that's a simple information that is kind of hard to find, because they put it behind there. So if you want to know, you really have to dig it. And a lot of eBayers, and I talk to other eBayers that I know in person, they didn't know that there's a final value fee over $20 is 40 cents, under $20 is 30 cents. But it's a multi-quantity. Let's say somebody bought 20 cards and over $100. They didn't charge me final value fee of 30 cents each card. They only charged me one time 40 cents. You see, it is so complicated. There's so much to put out information, and sometimes people even film like very successful. I mean, you know, not wildly successful, but they have a really nice like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, talking about what sold on eBay. They doing it anyways. That's their job. They go yard sale, film themselves yard selling, put it up on YouTube every Saturday, once a week, twice a month. What they film, 30-minute videos, picking up all that stuff, and then second channel, they do what sold on eBay. And so they have two channels from two incomes, and then they have supporting two incomes with the eBay channel. That's more of a like also very informational, and it's a very hobby-like and a side hustle. Side hustle could be anything. You do stock market, whew, there's so many people talk about stock markets, insane. So Jump on the stock market, show them your success or fails, whatever. So that way we learn from you what not to do or what to do, or kind of learn tips and tricks, what kind of tools you're using. So to answer your question is niche out. You want to start on YouTube, don't try to be most viral person on the internet. That time for that is over. Maybe for Instagram, TikTok, yeah, sure, you could do that kind of crazy stuff. But the volatility is so difficult and so short-lived. People care, but after 2-3 years, maybe even 6 months, a season, you have to find a new niche to make it boom, in your face, fun, everybody cares about it, and it drops down. Versus like niching out, you grab one hobby and you stick with that, and you just grind, but you're doing it anyways. You still looking for those books, you still reviewing, finding those books, and you can talk about that one item that you sell on eBay. Talking about that, there is eBay sellers everything, eBay booksellers, but you can go even deeper. I only sell on eBay $100 books and more, and talk about what kind of books you sell. So I would want to watch that kind of YouTube store, and I would want to see that kind of eBay store. I think like my Taras TCG will be only Pokemon. My Taras school will be rebranded to what's sold on eBay and eBay tricks and tips. So Taras school with 10 million subscribers, and this one will be still the same kind of me jumping on, doing whatever I want and talking to you guys. Hopefully more of me sitting down and talking about it, because I'm done. I have multiple kids now, 3 kids, maybe 4 one day. I don't have time to create a crazy viral moments. And look at all the gun channels too. They've been on YouTube for over 10 years and they're going strong because they are niche out, and people really like that kind of content. It's more like still volatility idea stuff in it, but overall, now if they don't go viral anymore, their content still on average do really well because it's a big hobby, and there's a lot of information of which we cannot do much about that. So the hobbies will go up and down. Maybe open up multiple channels. Don't, if your hobby dies down to nothing that nobody cares about, don't start a different niche within same channel. Start a new channel. And that's what I kind of did with Pokemon about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and it was an amazing idea. It's actually very successful. I only have 4,000 subscribers, but the likes ratio per view ratio is amazing, and I have such a good following. Versus here, it's like I can upload MRE, people asking me to post science experiments. I post science experiments, people ask for life hacks, because it's just very diluted, and YouTube algorithm cares about sending the content, and if the eyeballs clicking on it, click-through rate and watch time. And if I burned out, but like upload this content and people watch it and click out, not interested, this video will never get traction. Versus like Pokemon, new box just came out, new, or like I get super vintage one and open it, so I still can do the wow content, opening up something really expensive and rare in Pokemon. And at the same time, YouTube knows who to send it to, and people will watch it longer because they are into it. Versus this channel, like algorithm does not know how this performs, and if people like generally don't care, which most likely like they're gonna click on it or like ignore it completely. My click-through rate is like 3% versus Taras TCG is like 12-13%, and then goes down to 9%. So some smaller channel is nothing on to have, as long as the content is good. I have an edge because now my video got like 20,000 views, usually get like 4,000 views, 20,000. So many people, oh my gosh, this is this Russian guy, this is crazy Russian hacker. I recognize his accent, and I get an edge. I'm not really starting over. I don't want to give that channel a shout out because I want it to be just Pokemon channel. Don't subscribe if you don't care about Pokemon. I might start a new channel. But same thing with eBay. Man, I really love eBay and I know so much about it, so maybe I can help somebody. And I think over the years, if I stay with that niche, I think it will come back a lot. It will really blow up once I'm gonna start putting out more content, more useful content than just what's sold. Or like once I get to a selling of I don't know, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000 a month of Pokemon cards, or maybe even $100,000 a month of Pokemon cards, people will really tune in, because imagine that title, I sold $100,000 worth of Pokemon, boom, and then all my other content is about eBay, how to sell Pokemon cards, and there's so many people buy collections of people and they sell them, so it will be very useful and people will watch it, and algorithm will know who to send it to. You know what I'm talking about? Because there is a big niche about eBay, because a lot of people making money there. So anyways, hopefully you answered that questions. Niche out. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, do what you love, do your hobby. That way you're not going to quit. And also, if it doesn't do so good, who cares? You're already doing it. So just might as well film once in a while. Just that way you'll see if you actually enjoy filming it at the same time, because it is a lot harder to film and packaging your eBay packages. It's a waste of time, but I think it's worth it for sure, because now I can promote my eBay account with all of you and talking about what's sold, and my eBay sells way better. So anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.